Alright, hello everybody, and welcome to episode 28 of our weekly live stream. And as you can tell from our stream will begin shortly screen, I got the Windows XP gaming machine back up, and we will be playing Age of Empires: The Rise of Rome. Everything keeps jump to the screen. Let's see if it'll go. There we go. We are on the page before we dive into this classic game, I'm going to go through some news and updates. I've got some updates on our schedule, what we will be seeing, and a few other bits of news. So we'll go through that quickly and then we'll dive right into this game. Unfortunately, this game, the title music only plays for a short amount of time and then it goes quiet, so there's no real background music at the moment, but there will be. Alright, just a reminder, Tuesday and Thursday videos are temporarily on hold until August 1st. The Elder Scrolls Elsewhere live stream has been cut down to just Wednesday nights, which we've been doing the past few weeks, no longer on Monday and Friday nights. The Sunday weekly live stream has not changed and will air every Sunday starting around 6 p.m. Pacific time until the time change, and then it'll be 6 p.m. Mountain time because I'm in Arizona and we don't observe daylight savings time. Alright, when we come back in August, Fallout 1 will end after 2 more episodes and an unfinished playthrough due to issues with the Windows XP gaming machine. I covered some of this briefly in the video I uploaded earlier today on finally I uploaded the build video for the machine. But I was doing some routine maintenance on it, mainly swapping out the large gaming CPU cooler from our old primary gaming machine to the Windows XP machine and putting the stock one back into the old gaming machine. And it's either I'm not sure which one, it's either the North Bridge or the South Bridge on the motherboard decided it wanted to fry itself somehow. Started to boot in, and then it restarted, and it did that twice, and then it didn't boot anymore, no post, no nothing. The motherboard itself has a diagnostic screen, gave the dreaded FF fault found, and I tinkered with it for a couple days before I just went online and ordered a new motherboard for it. That came in yesterday. I spent yesterday putting it back together and actually filming it, and I'll be working on that video later on in the week. I've also got another video of me doing the CPU cooler swap that will be part 1, and the rebuilding of the XP gaming machine will be part 2. But because I changed out Prime hardware and Windows XP does not like changes in Prime hardware, I had to format my hard drives and reinstall everything, so all of our saved gameplay for Fallout 1 is gone, which is a good and a bad thing. It's bad that we couldn't finish this playthrough, but it's good, being that I was not quite following the correct way to do the quests and found myself in a bit of a predicament. It would have been extremely difficult for us to finish that playthrough completely to complete the game, so we're going to make sure we do it right the next time. We'll start a new complete playthrough of Fallout 1 either later this year or early next year. I pulled it out of the rotation in our lineup for what we're doing for videos, and we'll be adding our next series in. But we'll continue on. Our playthrough of Fallout 4 will continue, most likely through the remainder of the year. As far as many of you who have played Fallout 4 know, it is a very long game depending on the path you take, and if you decide to do all the side quests, if you decide to play as all the factions, and if you want to investigate every square inch of the map, it could take a long time to do. So I'm figuring the remainder of the year. I don't know if I will do all the factions in this playthrough, or we'll just go through with what we have going for us right now, and then at a later time we'll jump back in and play as any of the other factions we didn't play through. I am going to try to investigate every inch of the map, hopefully, but that'll be Tuesday and Thursdays, Thursday nights, and those days are going to be just dedicated, and I'm going to start calling them Fallout days, as those will be the days that I post Fallout videos. Even when we finish with Fallout 4 and get into, Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas, Fallout 1, 2, Fallout Tactics, all those videos will be posted on Tuesdays and Thursdays from now going forward. And I'm sure if I run out of Fallout content through all the games that I have, I'm sure I'll probably start adding in Fallout 76 to Tuesdays and Thursdays to fill the gap until we get a new Fallout game. So those days, Tuesdays and Thursdays, starting in August, will be strictly dedicated to any Fallout game related videos that I post. We will also be starting a new series starting August 2nd. And the new series will air Mondays and Fridays, again at 9 p.m. Starting Friday, August 2nd. We will begin our playthrough of Rise of the Tomb Raider, the next adventure of our trouble-seeking friend Lara Croft. That is the new series that I've been working on the past month or so, collecting all the video recordings and editing and getting everything set to go for August 2nd. So stay tuned for that. Again, that will fill the spots on Mondays and Fridays. And we will be continuing our live playthrough of The Elder Scrolls Online Elsewhere every Wednesday night from 6 to 9 p.m. Being that we completed the main quest line, we're currently working on side quests. I don't know how many there are or if we will get through all of them, but that is what we'll be filling our time with up until Wednesday, September 18th. And we will be switching gears, and we will stop playing Elder Scrolls Online Elsewhere, and it will be replaced with our live playthrough of Borderlands 3. Borderlands 3 is coming out the Friday before, I believe. I don't have it on the calendar I printed out. I just have this August date. But it's coming out of, I believe, the Friday before, on September 13th. I think's the date. I don't have a calendar nearby. Let me see. Yes, I do. Yes, it is coming out. Borderlands 3 is released on September 13th. And that following Wednesday, which is the 18th, we will begin our live playthrough of that. I'm not sure how long that will take us to play through, but that is some of the new stuff coming up for us in the near future. So we've got two more Fallout 1 videos to finish out our incomplete playthrough of Fallout 1. We'll be continuing with Fallout 4 for the foreseeable future. Starting August 2nd, that Friday, we will air episode 1 of Rise of the Tomb Raider, and we will go through our playthrough of that for however long it takes us. I'm maybe about 35% of the way through the game, and about 10 episodes in, so figure it's going to be probably close to 30 or 40 episodes, because, unlike our playthrough of Tomb Raider 2013, where I just finished the game at a 75% completion, and then on my own went through and completed the game to 100%, when we complete this game all the way through, anything that we missed, I'm going to do episodes on, and by the time we completely finish the game to 100%, we will have all the episodes. I'm going to do them in all the episodes, so even though we didn't, during our initial playthrough, didn't complete the game to 100%, we will complete the playthrough to 100% in the entire series of the game. So I don't know exactly how many episodes it will be, but we are working on that. And we've got a few more weeks of Elder Scrolls Online Elsewhere, which I'm pretty sure we will get through most of the side quests and what's remaining in the Elsewhere expansion. Once we switch over to Borderlands 3, then for our weekly live stream on Sundays, we may bounce between the character we've been playing on Sundays and the character we were playing with Elsewhere, just in case if there's stuff we missed. And I know we're going to miss a bunch of exploring the different dungeons in the area, so we may do that on Sundays. But continuing on, as I've been saying for the past several months now, we have a Patreon page. If you like what we do here and want to support us in a more personal manner, head on over to our Patreon page. The link is down in the description of the video, and become one of our Patreons. Becoming one of our Patreons will give you exclusive access to our private Discord server and many other unique benefits. All the support will go to purchasing new games, maintaining our gaming rigs and video editing machines, and help us make the crucial upgrades to our systems to stay up to date with the latest technology and have the ability to play the latest games for you guys and gals. You can also head on over to Facebook and follow us on Facebook. The link to our Facebook page is down in the description below. You can follow us there to receive updates on video releases, upcoming content, and more. I know every time I go live, I try to post a link to the video of the live stream there, as well as on our Twitter page. You can follow us on Twitter. The link to it is now down in the description of the video. I know I've been saying it for the past few weeks. I haven't actually been checking my description to make sure that I edit it in. I did it today when I uploaded the Windows XP Gaming PC build. Noticed it wasn't there, so I added it in. I'm looking at it right now. It is there, so you can follow that link and follow us on Twitter. I also post updates on video releases, upcoming content there, as well as when we go live. I add a link to the live video there as well. Alright, speaking of the new PC build, the update on that is the video presentation went live earlier this afternoon. I think it went live around noon. So it's finally finished. In the next coming weeks, there will be 2 more special videos that I'll be posting. A CPU cooler swap video, which will go extremely well until the very end when we receive the FF postcode in the Windows XP machine. And then that will be shortly followed by the rebuild of the Windows XP gaming machine, which is back up and running. Surprisingly, I wasn't expecting to get the new board in until tomorrow, but it came in on Friday, so I picked it up yesterday and got everything back together. And we went through why I had to do the swap, so I won't go through that again. Alright, that is all I have for news and updates. So let us dive into this classic and have some fun playing Age of Empires: The Rise of Rome. As many of you may or may not know, this is the expansion to the original Age of Empires game. The original Age of Empires game came out... Let's see, I've got the disc here. Actually, it doesn't say on the disc. Well, I'm going to say it came out probably about 97-ish, and this expansion was released in 1998, so a year later. And it just, I don't believe it added too much to the game. But it's always fun to play. Hopefully the video settings... I tested the video settings out. Alright, they seem to be working. New player. Alright, we'll do it that way. Alright. Just because we're doing this just for fun, I'm gonna set it to easiest. It'll make the game go quicker and get less boring than on any of the. Normally, I play it on moderate or high. Moderate or hard. You've got easiest, easy, moderate, hard, hardest. For the live stream, we'll do it on easiest. It'll just get everything going nice and quick. And we'll start with Ancient Ascent of Egypt Learning Campaign. And we'll do the hunting one. I'll skip over the intro video because I am not going to continually to adjust video settings so that we can see the videos. Now, there's nothing much to them anyway. But, okay, hunting 8000 BC. Our instructions: the Ice Age has passed, plants and wildlife are plentiful, thanks to improved climate. Although the technology of your tribe is still primitive, your hunting skills are excellent. Establish a small village on the Nile Delta Island and grow your tribe to 7 people. Alright, so our objective is to create 7 villages. Hunting: to assign a villager to hunt, click on the villager, then right-click on the animal to hunt. For example, to hunt a gazelle, right-click it. The villager hunts the animal, gathers food, and deposits it at the town center, where it is added to your stockpile, as shown in the upper left corner of the game screen. Creating villages. Villages cost 50 food. To create a villager, click on the town center, then click the Create Villager button at the top of the game screen. After a brief training period, the villager appears beside the town center. Alright, building houses. Houses cost 30 wood. Each house supports 4 villagers. The town center also supports 4 villagers. To build a house, click on a villager. Click the Build button at the bottom of the game screen. Click the Build House button and click on a location on the map. The house is shown in red if you can't build in a particular location. To display the instructions while you are playing, hit the menu screen. Alright, seems rather simple. Alright, we've got our town center and we've got 1 villager. And we got 30 food, so we will set him to hunt. Very similar to the original Age of Empires. Yes, for those of you that don't know, the graphics are supposed to be somewhat fuzzy and pixelated. That's the basis of the game. It was pretty much state-of-the-art when it came out in the late 90s. Game was developed to play on Windows 95, Windows 98, Windows ME N2000. I was just checking on the original disk for it to see what the supported operating systems were. It does run on Windows Vista, it does run on Windows 7, it does run well on Windows XP, well, it's one of the supported ones. But Vista and 7, it runs pretty decent on. Windows 8, I had a few issues getting it to run, but it ran okay. Windows 10 is more of a headache to get it to run than anything. They do have a remastered version out that you can download, but why spend money on a game that I already own the original discs for? So that is why I built my Windows XP gaming machine. So I can play all my new games without having to spend money to buy the remastered versions of them. So I created a second villager. I'll have him start collecting wood. And then we will build a third villager and we will build our first house. Oh, and for this game that most people probably... nowadays don't know, because in the age of downloading games on Steam and Origin or Epic Games or the Bethesda.net, this one has to be played with the CD in the disk drive. It'll load up to the main screen that we were sitting on while I was going through my opening, but as soon as when I tested it, I forgot. I clicked to, start a campaign or start a random map is what I did, to do a random scenario, and it popped up with the nice message box, please insert disk into disk drive, and spit the disk drive out. Back when you had to take care of all your games, because if you scratched, damaged, or broke your disc, you were out of luck and had to go out and buy a new one. And when I was playing this, it took me months to gather up the money to buy the game and then get permission from my parents to install it on the family computer so I could play it. Alright, here comes our last 10 of wood. Each villager can carry 10 of a resource. So he's got 10 wood, he carries 10 food. As you can see down in the lower left, our town center, our training, our new villagers at 81%. Build us a little hut, looks very similar to the original Age of Empires. Which I think basically this is the original Age of Empires, except for it adds stuff pertaining to the Rise of Rome to it. I don't think there's anything else too special about it. Alright, there's another gazelle over there to hunt. Alright, now we've got 2 of them gathering food. Have to build any more houses because, as it said in the instructions, house supports 4 people, town center supports 4 people. We need to make 7 people, so we'll have 1 extra slot. So actually, you don't need to collect wood anymore. Collect food. Looking up at the live stream that I have watching to monitor everything, it actually looks pretty good. Doesn't look too bad. Build another villager. since the main basis of this tutorial campaign is to create 7 villages. Already built the house, we've got room to support 7. We just need food. Sometimes on the harder level, like the hard or hardest, you won't find food or wood or anything close by where your town center is. I've had one where I had to explore a good majority of the map before I found anything. So I chose easiest. I knew there would be resources located around the town center, so it would be easy to complete. As is, this isn't, looking at the map in the lower right, this isn't a very large map to begin with. And you can collect wood. Build one more villager and we will have completed this campaign. You are victorious. Historical outcome. Hunting was good along the Nile and the inhabitants of the region lived well. As a result, population densities increased and the people prospered. A tiny Egyptian tribe passed its first hurdle on the long road to building a mighty empire. And we ended the game with a score of 0 in military, 64 in economy, 0 in religion, 0 in technology. We survived, no wonder built, and a total score of 164. Alright. We'll move on to foraging. Alright, foraging, 7000 BC. Scenario instructions. Hunting has been good along the Nile for hundreds of years, but growing numbers of hunters have depleted the wild game. Edible plants are an alternative food source that can supplement or complement hunting. Hunters have reported berry bushes across the river to the east. Find these forage sites and collect food from them. Establish a significant village in the area by building a granary, storage pit, and a dock. Alright, so our objectives are to build a storage pit, to build a granary, and to build a dock. Alright, gathering wood. To chop wood, click a villager, and then right click on the tree. The villager chops the tree, gathers wood, and deposits it in the town center, where it will be added to your stockpile. The more villagers you assign to chop wood, the faster your stockpile grows. Foraging food. To forage for food, click a villager, then right-click a forage site, berry bushes. The villager gathers food, deposits it in the town center, where it's added to your stockpile. Again, the more villagers you assign to forage, the faster your stockpile grows. Constructing buildings. You must construct houses, 30 wood, to support your new villagers. The town center and each house support 4 villagers. You must also construct a storage pit, 120 wood, a granary, 120 wood, and a dock, 100 wood. Before you can construct buildings, you must have enough wood in your stockpile. To construct a building, click the villager, click the build button, and then click someplace on the screen. If the location shows up in red, you can't build there. If you want to build more than one building, press shift and then click multiple locations on the map. And alright. I think we played this. I think we played this in the original one last time we played. So let's do Expansion Run, Rise of Rome, Birth of Rome. I'm gonna say that seemed very familiar. Alright, 400 to 300 BC. Our objective is to build a sentry tower next to each flag. Seems simple enough. Wow, look at that, we've already gotten established. We'll send them off with some protection. So there's a watchtower that we want to build. Forgot it takes a bit for building the watchtowers. But as you build each watchtower, your line of sight increases and you can find more resources easily without having to walk around the map. Ah, these watchtowers actually shoot. stone. We have no stone. So one of you needs to get a stone.
Yuri. Rocket. Yuri.
75 stone is what we need. We're going to have him do stone too. I think we've got plenty of wood for now. Build 2 more villages to send over there to mine more stone.
Yuri.
Oh look, there's stone even closer. Alright, now we've got a good portion of stone.
Rogan? Almost.
We can continue building our watchtower.
Bonus. Nervous. Yuri. Almost.
I left my town center undefended. Where is he? There he is.
Papadex.
Get him. Oh, he wasn't doing that much damage. It would have taken him a while. Okay, didn't expect that. Alright, I got two more.
Redkin.
Alright, you get him.
Papadex. Papadex. Fighting.
Alright.
Nervous.
Send this horde over to our next spot to build.
Unen. Rogan. Holmes. Dai. Soms. Margaret. Soms.
Ah, you guys ran out of stone.
Almost.
If there's any more stone nearby.
Almost. Almost.
And those guys ran out of food.
Almost. Almost.
Alright, cut trees.
Glory. Hunin. Eventide. Hunins. Hunins. Nervous. Nervous. Erectus.
Need to build more houses. What do I think to do? Build house. 200. Let him go by. He's not bothering us.
Holmes.
Yeah.
Pocus. Conan. Evil time. Honest. Evil. Erectus. Die. Evil time. Pokemon. Evil time. Pokemon. Evil time.
rebuild the one that got destroyed and one more.
Bonus. 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 Oklahoma. Almost.
Alright, I'm gonna build a few more guards. I grabbed another villager to do building since the one was just killed. And we will rebuild the one watchtower that was destroyed. And build the last one. Where? There it is. Nobody likes my watchtowers. Not the green guys, not the yellow guys, not the red guys. I don't think any of the orange guys have attacked me yet. The last one? Nope, yeah, one more.
Evertime. Evertime. Bonus.
Everybody gathered up. Stop attacking my watchtowers.
Erectus. Honez.
Not enough stone. Alright, I need to find gold there. Where did I find stone? Don't want to send him too far away from stuff. I'm hoping there's a stone pile around here. Which I don't think there is. Alright, we'll build a house, a barracks, granary, storage pit. We'll fix that tower. Alright, where were those bushes? Why must you instigate?
Conan.
Alright, let's see if this will be the last one that we need to do.
Mighty. Nervous. Nervous. Conan. Conan. Evil. Erectus.
Alright, looks like I need to find a way across.
Honez. Somus.
Does not appear to be that way.
Honez. Erectus.
There we go.
Emertonic.
See, if I would have gone this way to begin with, it would have been the other way.
Erectus. Mighty. Honez. Erectus. 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 Erectus.
Ooh, a chariot guy. That is why you never send just a builder out to do stuff. Always send him with protection. Complete. 95% complete. Alright, scenario instructions. Build a sentry tower next to each flag. Didn't I do that? Not one there. Not one there. Not one there. Fix that one. Oh, I'm missing one. I need you. Build. Well, I missed that one. Alright, we're almost done now. As long as, you know, one doesn't get destroyed. Oh, the orange guys are attacking me. What are you doing, guys? %. $97, $98, $99. I think I need to level up. But I don't have enough gold. Oh, I got one over there. I keep missing. Oh, this one must have been destroyed. You. Hold that there. Stop destroying my stuff. Ah. Gonna leave them up there. Alright, let's just see if we can get this built quick.
Lauren, Martin. Rogan, Utah. Glory. Isa.
We are getting there. I misread at my upper left. I thought the 1460 of wood was food, not the 247. We've got plenty of gold now. Just need to get up to 1,000 food, and we will be good. Actually, I'm probably gonna have him build a farm. Hunter finished, I'll have him build the farm so we can get our food up quicker. Alright, he destroyed one. So repairing one. I need someone who's not busy. I don't think I have anyone who is not busy at the moment. He's almost done. upgrade to Sentry Towers was with the granary. But as long as... Oh wow, I got decimated up here. As long as all of my towers are still standing, which I think I'm missing one. Alright, we got that one. 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 Alright, build a sentry tower next to each flag. I think I did that. There's a flag here. And there is a flag there. One there. One there. One there. I wonder what we are missing. Got one next to the flag. I have no idea what is going on.
Done. Pointed.
Sentry tower.
Rogan? Pointed.
Maybe you guys repair some of these.
Glory. Fury. Pointed. Oklahoma. Almost. Die. Almost. Yuri.
Aha! I am missing one. It must have gotten destroyed because I could have sworn I had built one there. Don't have anybody close. Where are my repair guys? No. No. Aha, there they are. You too. There we go. Knew I had to be missing something somewhere. Alright, and with the completion of this, we should complete this campaign. And we will at least get started on the next one before we... There we go, we are victorious. We defeated everybody else. Alright, military, we've got 186 it looks like. Economy 54, religion 0, technology 28. Survive, yes. Total, no wonders, and total score of 368. Alright, let's see what we have to do on this one. Alright, defeating the Seminites. Objective is destroy all the without losing your 2-town center. Oh boy. guess we'll start scouting to get an idea of what's around. Coastline. Plenty of fish. Alright, we found them. Need to build more houses. Means I can't build a guy to build.
9.
Build.
Almost. Rogan. Evil. Alaris. Almost. Oklahoma. Almost. Alaris. Silvanton.
How many more houses do I need?
Almost.
Just build a bunch of houses.
Almost.
upgrade to out of the tool age into Bronze Age, which I think is the next stage. Fishing boats are the quickest way to gather food. Alright, we are in the Bronze Age. We will research war galleys.
Glory. Honest.
Farms on now. Both farms are out.
Die.
I don't have a farm. How interesting. Should be right there.
Die. Immortality.
I'll collect stone.
Honest.
You help clear cut the wood. I've got fishing boats to collect food. Build 2 more. Everything costs resources.
Oklahoma. Holmes. Holmes. Rogan. Holmes. Yuri. Almaz. Oklama. Soms. Almaz. Holmes. Holmes. Rapidax. Unet. Habitat Unit. Habitat Unit. Wreckage. Emeritus. Item. Evil. Emeritus. Emeritus. Evil Tonic. Nervous. Unit. Nervous. Unit. Nervous. Habitat Unit. fighting. Erectus. Info.
Alright, everyone, I think we will leave it here for tonight. I think we've got a pretty good head start on building our forces to invade and destroy our enemies. See, there will be no video Monday, no video Tuesday. Tune in Wednesday night, 6 to 9 o'clock, same time as tonight was, and we will be continuing our playthrough of Elder Scrolls Online Elsewhere, and that'll be for next week, and the following week, we will, on the 28th, next Sunday, we will be playing Caesar 3. What I am going to do during the week will be to catch us back up to where we left off with last time we played. That way we don't play through the 2 or 3 missions, campaigns, if you want to call them that we did last time. We'll pick up where we left off with. Let's see. On the 28th. Alright, so that week there'll be no video Monday, there'll be no video Tuesday. We will have our Elder Scrolls Online Elsewhere on Wednesday. And then that Thursday we will have a Fallout 4 video go live at 9 o'clock. And one of the last 2 Fallout 1 videos of the incomplete playthrough go live at 9:30. And Friday, August 2nd, we will have our very first episode of Rise of the Tomb Raider. So, starting next week, we will get back into publishing videos, and we will be doing videos pretty much. There'll be at least one video every week. One video every night, every week. Other than Saturday. Saturday, there is no video. But Sunday through Friday, there will be at least one video every night. The 1st and the 6th will have 2 videos. You'll have Fallout 4 and Fallout 1 on both days. And then on the 8th, we will just have Fallout 4. So I do hope you are enjoying our playthroughs of stuff, especially these older classic games that probably not many people are playing anymore. I know I do enjoy playing them. Yeah, they don't run too well on newer hardware, but that gives you an excuse to pick up a older, cheap computer that you could throw a copy of XP or so onto to play. Most of these don't have very stringent requirements on playing. Most need like 128 megabytes of memory, and that's about it. So I am going to call it a night. Thanks for watching, everybody. Be sure to follow us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter. Be sure to like the video if you liked it. Subscribe to our channel, and click on that bell notification. That way you get notified anytime I go live or I publish a video. And if you feel so inclined, head on over to our Patreon page and become one of our Patreons. Like I said, any and all support you give us will just make us here so much, be able to provide you guys with much more content, because we'll be able to purchase new games and that for you guys. So thanks for watching, everybody, and have a great night.